Hey everybody, Ian from ianarthurs.com here with another video for you. As usual, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So today's video is a technique lesson. I'm going to teach you all about bending and doing vibrato on your bends. So we're going to first cover bending itself, make sure your technique is good there, and then talk about how to do vibrato on your bends as well. We're going to use, as I usually do, the A minor pentatonic position that most people are already familiar with. That's going to be our position we're going to work out of. You're going to have your third finger, your ring finger, on the 7th fret of the G string here. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to start with just a normal bend. If you don't know how to do that already, here's where we're covering how to bend. First off, I want your thumb up around the fretboard a little bit. It doesn't need to be really far over, but we need that up on the side of the neck here as an anchor to keep our guitar steady. When you see rock stars do a big bend and they do that and the whole guitar moves, you don't actually want to do that. That's not good technique. They're just doing it as a show thing. They don't need to do that. It's a show. You should not try to copy that from a technique standpoint. You want your thumb stabilizing that neck. You want your third finger on that 7th fret we talked about. The second finger, is going to be on the 6th fret, just behind that. So you have the second finger on the 6th fret, third finger on the 7th fret of the G string, and you're kind of coming in at an angle from the side of the string. You don't want to be like really on top. You kind of want to, get the side of the string so you're not losing grip of that string and getting your fingernails underneath the next string. So you want to have the 2 and 3 a little bit from the side here with the thumb up at least a little bit to be able to anchor and stabilize your instrument. Then with that, you're going to try to push until it reaches the equivalent of the pitch 2 frets up. So 7th fret is going to try to reach the 9th fret for your pitch. So bend up till you hear that 2 frets up note there. So once again, push. You can see my guitar isn't really moving a whole lot here. All my energy really is into that string, not into the guitar motion itself. So push up, get that note where you want it, and then a good bend usually will stop at the top before it comes down. Think about it this way, whenever you're doing a slide, if you're trying to get from here to there, you don't suddenly just fall back down to the very last second at the end of it. That would defeat the purpose. You're trying to get from low to high. So whenever you do that, you get from low to high and then you move on from there. So with your bend, do the same thing. Don't fall down on every bend. Good technique, a lot of the time you just want to get it up there and then stop it, which you can do with your right hand a lot of the time too. So you can literally use your pick just to stop that bend before it rings out. So that's kind of default technique in my opinion of how you want to execute your bending. Now, once we're up there, you can very slowly fall down a tiny bit and then push back up. And you're going to do that repeatedly until you just get the motion and the feel for it. As you go, you can start to do it a little faster until you can actually do your vibrato on your bend. And that's honestly kind of all there is to it. It's not complicated, it's just hard to feel the right way. You will see a little more motion in your guitar when you're doing the vibrato because it's hard to really centralize all of that motion into the fingers, into the string there. It's natural for a little bit of vibrato to move the guitar itself. It shouldn't be doing this though. If you're doing that, you have the wrong technique for sure. But push up, start with slowly falling down just a tiny bit and coming back up to pitch, and repeat that over and over again until the note fades away. Do it again. And just keep repeating. That's literally the whole plan here. And as you get better and better at it, like we said, speed up your up and down motion just ever so slightly with each new comfortable point there. So whenever you hit a point where you feel really good with, okay, I can do it slowly, that feels good and I can do it until the note fades away. The next time you do it, feel free to up your speed a tiny bit, just a tiny bit though. Don't do that all of a sudden. Start with just a little uptick. And the most important thing is you always try to reach that pitch that you were trying to reach in the first place. So it is challenging for the ear as well. It's a really hard thing to do because your ear has to be good enough that you're hearing what the right note is. But the same way when you do vibrato, you don't want to pull or push too hard either direction because you'll change the note too much. Same thing here. You don't want the note to be a really wide span here. You need it to be just a very small distance that you're moving back and forth. And then hopefully, like I said, just keeping your actual note you're trying to hit in your ear and achieving that. And that's the idea. So I hope this helps. Practice it as much as you need to. It's going to take a while. It's a feel thing more than most techniques. And quite frankly, I've seen over the years with students that some people are very natural with this and some really are not. It takes a ton of work for a lot of students to be able to do a vibrato on a bend and actually execute. It's really hard. So one of the most challenging finesse techniques you can do on the guitar for sure, and it can really define your tone as a player. So work on it, see what you can do. It's something that separates the pros from the amateurs. So do the best you can with it, see what you got, repeat, be patient with it. It's going to take months. It's really okay. So I hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.